Hey guys, welcome back to Karting with Chris. Today's video is going to be very special because we have my brother here. Say hello, Ben.
Hello, viewers.
Now, today's race is going to be the DKC Rental League Race pre-final. Now, I already posted my pre-final race, and we're going to see where Ben is going to end up. So, Ben, you started in 9th. What were you thinking coming into this race?
Well, I was thinking I was on the inside and I was ahead of you, so I thought this was going to go well.
Now, some of you might not know this, but Ben just came from New York, so he hasn't raced in a very long time, and that's probably going to mean he's not going to stay in front of me for very long. Is that right, Ben?
Well, it might be true, but keep in mind, I'm related to Karting with Chris, and I get the inside scoop of the correct line around this track and how to race effectively.
Well, just keep in mind, you can't win it in the first corner, but you can definitely lose it in the first corner. So just keep that in mind.
Note taken.
So we're about to finish the warm-up lap here. We only have a couple of corners left. Do keep in mind, I, Chris Hoyles, am in P13, so I'm a couple karts behind Ben. So keep that in mind. So we're rounding out the last couple of corners like I just said. Ben, walk us through what you were thinking throughout the first lap.
So right here, I'm getting my final prayers in, obviously, and now I'm getting ready to push this guy all the way down the straight. He starts swerving, totally unfazed, but now we're pedal to the metal, green flag. So corner 1, brake nice and early. It's the opening lap, cold brakes, but then I get hit harder than a gong on Chinese New Year, and there goes Chris. Okay, so now I'm like towards the back, getting hit on all sides. No room to race at all. I don't get to control where I go. I'm in the grass, second to last place. All right? I did not think it could get any worse through here. But then I get passed by this guy. Then I look back, ghost town, last place. But I've been fooling all of you. This was a last to first challenge from the very beginning. So here we go.
Oh, very smart.
Sometimes I stagger even myself with my genius.
So we can see going down the straight that you have clearly a very good kart. You passed kart 17 like they were nothing. Going into turn 1, we can see there is a lot of people up ahead, so it's not that you're out of this race just yet. You're in 18th temporarily, going through these right left-handers, You get repassed by kart number 13, and just walk me through what you were thinking throughout this part of the race.
Well, Chris, I was thinking that I was in a worse spot than a worm in the early morning. But as we're going down the back straight, I guess it's the back straight, we're looking to make a move. We got a good exit. We're just picking a horse. Who do we think is going to be the fastest and follow them? So right now, I got squeezed out of a draft, so I'm going to pick this guy. And as we see, 3 abreast go into here. I'm smarter than them. I back out. I go for the over-under. And as you see, we're 4 wide now. I couldn't quite make the move. But again, back out. I'm not racing with these guys. These guys are rental racers. I'm too good for them.
As that guy goes out into the dirt over there, you've got the outside for that right-hander, but the next couple of corners are left-handers, and you will have the inside. There's a lot of contact, but you're definitely giving each other room, and now you're up into 16th. All that battling did create a gap to the next kart in front, but like I said at the beginning of that last lap, you do have a good kart, so let's hope you can continue with the forwards progress. So I want to take this time as Ben is catching up to the next kart in front to apologize for the poor camera quality. You can see it's very cloudy. I think I must have smudged it with my finger, or I got grease on it from previous race, so I do apologize for that. And the camera angle is quite off. I'm the one who put the camera on Ben's helmet, and it did not turn out very well, so I do apologize about that. But as we can see, Ben has caught up to the next car in front. Well, not completely caught up, but he's definitely gaining on them. So I'm assuming, Ben, throughout this race, you're not going to work together with anyone. You're just going to plow your way through the field, pass everyone who gets in front of you.
Yeah, at this point, I'm trying to make my way back up to you. I don't know where you are, but I assume you're somewhere in this train, and my goal is to be right on your ass by the end of this.
Now, up ahead, that is kart 28. I had that kart for qualifying, and I know for a fact it really wasn't that great because I qualified in 13th on that kart. So you should pass it with ease going down this straight here, and let's see how well you do it. Ben, take us through it.
So I got a much better launch out of that last corner, obviously. Get a little draft as far as I can, and
Just pushing you off to the side here.
yeah, he really is. I broke a little later than him. I have the inside line. There's nothing he can really do about it. I'll squeeze him out, but I give him tons of room. And then I'm right on the racing line. I don't even think he's going to challenge. Just going for this next train.
So up ahead we can see there are people going 3 wide. That's definitely going to slow them down, and I'm assuming you're just going to have to take advantage of it as you look for the inside move on kart 12 right here, and you have now moved up into 14th place.
So as we approach these yabos in the train the size of Gene Simmons' tongue, I obviously had my thrust power turned up to max, so we pass this guy with ease. And then just try not to scrub too much going through this corner. And as you can see, we caught these guys a little, which offline, which is good. Going into this right-left, slowly catching this guy. This guy goes a little wide. He actually dips a wheel. This is my chance. So I go side by side. And then we see someone with a technical, but there's no yellow flag. That means keep racing. So we get 2 positions right there. And now we're up into 11th, and the track has kind of cleared out. And what do you think, Chris? Can I get up into 10th?
I think you will be able to catch up to 10th. You can see that you've gained a little going down the straight here. Obviously not enough to go into turn 1. That last lap you passed a fair bit of people. As you look behind you, maybe there was someone behind you. Do you remember?
Yeah, I was just looking to see if that guy was trying to make a move.
Okay, well it turns out he didn't make the move. And going through this right-hander up here, you are catching very slightly, and you just got to keep it smooth throughout these last couple of corners up here. Who is that? Kart 20... what is that? 31. Kart 31. So going down the straight here, you're going to get in his slipstream, pull along beside him. You've got him easily. We could see back there, flagman was waving, halfway to go. You pull in front of 31 before you even get into the braking zone, so that's how confident you are. And now you're up into 10th place.
Yeah, the track officials are slowly learning about my DRS on this kart.
DRS did not open. Yes!
So you're catching up to 9th place now, and as we can see coming out of this left-hander up here, there are some damp patches on the track, but I'm going to ask you, Ben, to take us through what you were doing on this lap. What do you think a fast lap around DKC is for you? Ben, take it away.
So you'll have to excuse me, viewers. It's been a few weeks since we did this race, so excuse my memory. But going into the left hand, brake nice and late, turn in, don't scrub the tires too much. Coming into this quick left-right, it's a little lift or full throttle. Again, hit this curb on the exit, and then here it's all about the turn in. So turn in nice and early, and this one we want a late apex. Don't get on that water like you said. And now it's the shortest distance to the line. And that's my thoughts on the fastest lap around DKC.
So we can see that the gap ahead is quite large to the next kart in front. So instead of showing you the boring laps of you catching up, Ben, we're going to skip ahead to lap 14 if that's okay with you.
Sounds good to me, Chris. I'll see you in the future.
Okay, so we're on lap 13 now, or we're about to end lap 13 now, start lap 14. We can see up ahead, Ben, you have clearly caught up to 4 karts up ahead. They have been fighting as you were catching up to them. There's not a lot of laps left in this race, so you really got to pass them now if you want to start higher up in the final. So what were you thinking as you were catching up to these guys? Were you, planning out your route around them, or were you just going to free ball it?
So at this point, I was looking to get into the draft. They're all drafting. I'm a little outside of it. And also, I was thinking that you might be somewhere in here. That's what I was thinking this entire time. I was trying to pick out your helmet. But going down the straight, you can see we're about even down the straight. I don't quite get a draft. There's no room to make a move. So we're just on catch-up mode. We got to get on their bumper somehow.
So we're on the second to last lap here as you look for the move on the right-hander up here. You poke your nose in, but Kart 23 was not having any of it, and you've made yourself known. So now he knows you're behind him, Hopefully you can put on a little more pressure. But coming out of these left-handers up here, I think you might have dipped a wheel onto the wet patches, or you might have messed up, I'm not quite sure, but they have pulled away from you. There's one more lap left in this race. Ben, what were you thinking? Were you very concerned that you weren't close enough to pass them?
Yeah, I was thinking it's going to be a little hard to pass them. As you can see, he's kind of all over the track. And going into the corners, I would have to go offline just not to hit them sometimes. So I knew it was going to be challenging. Alright, so now we're in the last couple corners. I was thinking about the pass here, and I get a juicy set of corners. And look, I'm already catching them into this corner, but then I had such a tremendous amount of speed that my rear tires could not hold on, and they walk away from me because I screwed up the corner. That's the end of the race. Got 10th. Can't be too upset with that. It's not last to first, but it is last to 10th.
Good observation, Ben. I don't know how you figured that out, but you did start in 9th place. You dropped down into 20th place, dead last, made your way back into 10th, so that was a good race for you. I will say you started 4 positions in front of me and ended 8 positions behind me. So how does that make you feel?
Not too good.
Well, unfortunately, that's all we're going to have for today. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing. If you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, please comment below. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.
Bye, guys.